GLO's troubling activities as it regards the Alamo. So today I'd like to cover three main areas: transparency, I would also like to touch on conflicts of interest, and finally some suspicious financial activities that I'll outline in more depth as we go along. There are 40 handouts of my report to the Senate Finance Committee, and I think the clerk will have those along to you shortly. Let me start by saying that I share the concerns of many here about the historical impact of recent actions at the Alamo. I'm not fully convinced that we aren't tearing down vital Texas history, and on that note I'll just say if they can tear down the visible reminders of who we are, then they can make us forget how far we've come, and that extends to all kinds of history that's being torn down lately. So on the issue of conflicts of interest, this is really cut and dry Texas law here. Commissioner Bush maintains competing fiduciary duties and obligations to three separate nonprofits, a textbook conflict of interest. Bush can't rule impartially, for example, if there's a dispute in between the GLO or any one of these nonprofits he chairs that administer state money and donations. So that being said, Jerry Patterson, actually, who edited my report for accuracy, raised the issue of Bush, for example, making contracts with himself. That may not be illegal, but it looks odd and it seems like a lot of unnecessary overlap to most folks. So conflicts of interest definitely would encourage the Senate Finance Committee to investigate that. Moving on to transparency, this can be summed up simply by saying that the third party that the GLO hired to rate it transparent, we must pay at least $167 as private citizens to see all of their basic financials. We're not talking, really detailed stuff here, folks. 990s, where the money goes. We have to pay to see that, so that's hardly transparent. Finally, I would say that Douglas McDonald, the current CEO of Alamo Complex Management Incorporated, which receives millions of state dollars, has a private company, NGO Grow, LLC, that currently, as of this time, has been receiving state dollars and profiting from state dollars while he maintains his current position. I don't know if that has changed of late or if that was an oversight. Certainly may not be intentional,